Wieso ist denn unser Holzhaus?
Okay, well, good morning and welcome back, and it is day 7. So that leaves me today and tomorrow morning to still get a couple of things done. First things, I promised the kids to try and set up the zip line. There used to be a zip line here and I found it, so I can get that set up. Then they'll be happy for a while because, well, I need constant entertaining. The fighter jets are playing again. Let's see if they go any closer. I can't see them, but anyway. So yeah, time is running out, but a huge amount has been done, and after a lot of discussions, we've decided we're going to come back to keep going and finish in the middle of August. So that sort of takes the stress off a little bit, but I still have some people coming today to look at the house, and the people yesterday seemed quite interested, so well, we'll see. So I'm going to set up the zip line, then I'm going to go and get changed, and I'm going to chop down that tree that's been annoying me the entire time, and everything else that needs chopping. Hopefully my chainsaw will start nicely this morning and just let me do that quickly. And then we're going to have to head into Perrigo, pick up some plaster and some maybe some paint. My next plan now is to cut down the tree behind me in front of that doorway that I opened 10 years ago and never used. I'm not going to be able to take anything to the skip, so I'm going to make a pile here with these, and it'll have to go next time. I'm wearing wellies because all of the stone that was in that doorway is sort of laid out here and was just going to be bashed together to make a terrace. So I'm a bit wary of snakes in stones when it's hot. So I'm just going to get in there and it'll come down bit by bit. I'll set the tripod up and hopefully not knock it over with a tree. Okay, well, a quick pause because it is blindingly hot today. But as you can see, I've chopped some wood there, and I've got the rest of these to chop up. Hopefully my chainsaw starts again. This is the doorway into the barn, and this would have then been a terrace. You see where the stones are. These are the stones out of the wall, and then a staircase from this terrace up to the edge of that terrace. That would have made the whole back of the house communicate better than this way around, where you have to walk around the house still. But one day maybe, who knows. For now, this is the way it is. So I'm going to try and chop the big branches. I've made a pile of the small branches. I won't get to the tip anymore. They'll have to wait till next time, but they'll sort of collapse. Be easier to transport anyway once they've been dead for a couple of days, as we saw yesterday. So yeah, basically back to work. Okay, well, unfortunately, it's having its hot start moment again. About 2 years ago, I left it with two-stroking over winter, and instead of cleaning the carb and swapping the bits out, I just bought a cheap Chinese carb, and it's almost impossible to set up for slow idle and fast idle. So it just stalls when it gets hot, and it kind of gets sluggish under acceleration. Sometimes it's basically just a rubbish carb because I've tuned it and set it up so many times. But anyway, it's not bad. I'm going to head up to the terrace now, and I'll show you what it looks like now from there. And you can just imagine a set of garden doors there. That would look so lovely on that barn. But at least there are no more trees in the gutter. They've broken the gutter. You can see the gutter snapped in the middle there. Not the end of the world because there's nothing there, but a pain anyway, something else that needs to be dealt with. Yeah, that's cleared the passage of air probably as well, so maybe you get a little breeze on the terrace. It's still lovely and shady from this wonderful green oak tree. Yeah, I just need to chop up the rest of this, and then maybe if I have time, go at this with a hedge trimmer. And that'll, I think, once across the bottom there, will probably kill it enough so that when I come back I can just pull it off. As you see, all of these are dried out from last time I was here in May. Yeah, there we go. Let's go and see how our blackberries are doing. Wow, well, day by day, right up there are a lot. There's a few pots of jam here, I tell you. Oh, that one looks just perfect with my name on it. A little bit sour, but delicious. Oh, well, that makes it feel a whole lot more spacious. I might trim the edge off this as well. And then you could look out across and you can sort of see the hills behind that that walnut tree there, all of these are going to go and get chopped up. It's quite a useful bit of wood actually in the end, I guess, for barbecuing and what have you. And this, well, maybe it's rescuable. I don't know, we'll see. All of this satellite rubbish can come down. This is outdated ways of watching television. The roof's pretty good. There's a pigeon up there. Wondering what's going on. I hope there wasn't a nest in any of these trees. Oh well, too late now, unfortunately. But that would have been the dumbest tree to put a nest in, to be honest. Maybe the nest's up there. She doesn't look too peeved, so anyway, there we go. Okay, well, it's 34 odd degrees. I'm sweating, doing nothing. It's the midday sun. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I haven't done much more down there, and I haven't done anything inside on the ceiling at the moment. So I'm just going to wait and give it a couple of hours until it cools down a little bit. There is a chap coming at 5 to look at the house. I don't know if I'll get anything done before he comes. Not the end of the world if I don't. I think it probably requires too much imagination at the moment. So as the temperature's really gotten up high, I need to do more really early in the mornings and then late in the evenings. But tomorrow's the last day, so I can do some more tomorrow morning, and I'll do some this evening. And then I have a very, very good, very old friend of mine coming around for lunch tomorrow. So that'll be the rest of the afternoon off, which I think I can sort of justify, I guess. So there we go. Yeah, I'm just me and a bottle of water, and I'm just waiting for this to calm down, reading through comments and planning, I guess, the next trip out here. So I've got a big bag of plaster. I've got everything I need to get to the next level. It would be useful actually to go to Italy and bring the sprayer, the paint sprayer in between times. That would certainly make painting the living room, the hallway, and the kitchen a lot easier. So I'll have to think about that. But yeah, no, as is, everything's going quite well. I'm just taking an hour off, and I'm looking at myself here. My eyes. This is from this morning, from all the chainsawing and then rubbing my eyes with the sweat. So it'll go away again as soon as the temperature drops. By tomorrow morning, I shall look normal. But at the moment, I do look like I've been out in the Australian summer for a few weeks. Anyway, that's that. The kids are out there in the pool. I hung a swing up this lunchtime for them as well. And everything's sort of slowly but surely getting there. That last little bit of ceiling needs to be done, and then some building foam and some plaster in there, but nothing we can't handle at this stage. Okay, so the guy who's coming to look at the house has just left. He's interested, but again, it takes a lot of imagination. It would make much more sense to finish and then let people look. So that's probably what I'm going to do now anyway, because we're leaving the day after tomorrow morning. So, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the last bits of plasterboard in there, and then some building foam to glue the whole thing together, which will work brilliantly, I'm sure. That's my cunning plan. My phone is almost empty, but I'm just going to get on and cut the first bit as we speak. Kids are in the bath. They've just come out of the pool. They're having a wet day. I'm having a sweaty day. Okay, well, there we go. You can see my artistic wiggly lines, but it sort of works. I need to get something to sort of frame it, get rid of all these staples, and then squirt mounting foam into it, and that'll glue everything together and give me something to plaster up to. But that's it for the ceiling. I'm going to take that rail down now, and I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to box here, so there will be another piece of plasterboard that comes up. I'll put a piece of wood along the beam screw it to the beam and then screw my piece of plasterboard in, and that'll close that up. But I'll do that when I box up this as well, because I do need to slightly shorten like this bit here. In fact, it's just that bit, this little tiny bit there. I'll shorten, and then we'll box up that as well in the best way possible. I'm not going to get that done today, but I would like to get that done before I start plastering the ceiling here. So that's on my list. That leaves me this bit here and that bit there. This bit here doesn't quite finish the ceiling next door, but it does almost. So it's going up, and then we'll see if we get the end bit in or not. Well, it might seem strange, but because this one wasn't cut square and this one was slightly off square, it matched the wall better, but I haven't got a piece for this and I haven't got a piece for that, so they'll have to wait. But other than that, pretty good. And next door, obviously no change. Time to go and get the chainsaw started up and cut the rest of what we started this morning. Okay, well, chainsaw's on strike again. Bloody carb. I think I might order an original steel one at some point. They're not massively expensive, but just means I need for it to get properly cold tomorrow morning now probably, and then I can chop up. There isn't much left to do. I still need to chop down one tree there, you see, and get all of this sort of sorted out. In fact, that is the tree that needs to come down. I got the hedge clippers out, they work, so I might go around quickly and cut off some bramble roots, and then I don't know, it'll be time to cook some dinner, I think. Okay, well, I've run out of fuel for the hedge cutter, so I thought we'd have one quick walk around the garden and see what it looks like now, and then that'll be it. Here up front it's looking pretty good. There's not much left to do. This will eventually, right where we've had our little bonfire, come back to being a driveway, sort of gravel, and a sort of half tarmac below it. But this space is much opener now, and I've killed a lot of these down at their base, so they will hopefully just dry up and fall off and fall over. This we'll have to tidy up tomorrow, as you know. And then it's already starting to grow back, and in fact it's the grass that's growing back the best, as was expected. There's a lot of ivy down here, but that doesn't like being cut by a lawnmower at all, so that'll disappear quite quickly. And yeah, we've opened up quite a lot, really. You can get underneath all the trees and walk around. There's our swing, huge pile of stuff that needs to go to the déchetterie, but that's not particularly complicated. I do need to cut these brambles out. That was the next thing I was going to do, because there is a washing line in here that was set into a concrete block, and I don't know why I don't know if it's broken and come off, or if it's just been pulled up, but I could put it back. Get rid of these brambles, and when the chainsaw goes again and I've finished up there, I do need to remove one or two of these branches here. I thought actually I'd quite like to get rid of the whole bottom row, but that's a lot of wood and my chainsaw's not very big, so I don't know, might be worth a shot. But that would certainly lighten it up and make this passage a lot more usable and still give a lot of shade. So I chopped these lot down. They're now on the ground. The slide is out. The rope ladder I wouldn't try, but the zip line the kids did hundreds of times today. The pool, well, it looks like a campsite, I guess. Pool's done what it was supposed to do, which was occupy the kids and keep them cool. More and more stuff for the déchetterie. I need to cut the trampoline out at some point. And this, well, again, you see, grass is growing. A lot of it looks like straw and hay, which it is, but this would just need cutting again and again. Morning if it rains a little bit, that would be the ideal time to cut it down. But we got such a huge amount done. And now as you look back and you see the house, yeah, I really do need to cut that tree back up a little bit and tidy up around it. There's a beautiful rose bush just there, I'll show you in a second. But and I need to cut down this one too. Clean up the fir tree. Yeah, so I mean there's still a huge amount to do in this garden, and there will be, and hopefully whoever rents it is up to that. It's just, I know it well, Saturdays of cutting grass for a couple of hours every single Saturday from May through till sort of end of July. I guess soonish it'll stop growing because it gets too hot and dry. But all of this brush still needs to be cut out, all that. So it might come down to the fact that when we get back in August that I'll re-rent that little blue monster and set the blades a little bit lower now and chop everything up. I might do that, who knows. I certainly won't be growing any vegetables this summer, but yeah, I need to really chop a lot of that tree away, get this hedge cleared of brambles so that it comes back to life, and this will be a wonderful space. Indoors is well on the way now, so I'm full of positive thoughts. But I did not succeed in my challenge of making everything perfect or rentable in 7 days. I think someone could probably see through the garden, but it takes a lot of imagination if nothing's painted in the house yet. So I'm going to have to plan extremely carefully for when we come back. So that was our little walk around and the chat. You can see the sun is still very high in the sky for whatever it is, almost 8 o'clock. But we are very far west. There we go. That was today. Hopefully the chainsaw will start nicely tomorrow and I can finish up here. I've got another bramble in my shoe, as usual. And I'm going to head up to the terrace and get myself a cold beer. And then we'll say goodbye for today. Okay, well, that's it for today. I've got an ice cold beer, Blanche, which I haven't taken a sip of yet, but I will. It's been an incredibly hot day, and that does slow me down around lunchtime. I think I need to start getting up earlier again. But it's still been a productive day. Every day has been a productive day. Both, in the garden and in the house, and sort of in my mind of ticking off things on my list and adding new things to the list. And a lot of those things have come from comments, so thank you very much for that. In the meanwhile, that's going to be it for today. Thank you once again for watching, for taking your time to write to me, for buying me coffee, open brackets, beer, and generally for supporting me. The best way to support the channel is to subscribe to it and to tell other people about it who you think might enjoy it, and to watch the videos as they come up. So that's basically what you're all doing. Thank you for that. That's it for today. I shall see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a busy morning and then an enjoyable afternoon with a very old friend of mine. I'm looking forward to that immensely. So, yeah, take care. I hope you're all well, not suffering from heat or cold or flooding or anything else. And you can enjoy the summer. Take care and bye-bye for now.